Yes, good morning students. Now we are continuing the same chapter, that unity in diversity. So chapter 1 of civics. So dear student, yesterday we have discussed one of the case studies, that is of Ladakh. Now Kerala. Kerala, as we have discussed this also, that it is a coastal city and the traders there also came here for the purpose of trading. The trading of spices like the cardamom, the cloves, like this they are coming there near about 2000 years ago, and because of that trading the Christianity brought to India. Many of the Arab traders, they came and settled down here, and Ibn Battuta has written in his travelogue that describes the lives of Muslims, and he told that Muslim was a highly respected community. And dear students, as we have discussed about the Kerala and the Ladakh, we know that both are having the different climatic condition, on different altitude they are situated, even though they were famous for their trading work. In Ladakh, the people prefer to for the trading the carpets, the pashmina shawls, and in Kerala the traders prefer for the trading for the spices. And the fishing nets, they were used to exactly like the Chinese fishing nets. They are called as the China wala, and nets they are called as the, as I've told you, the China wala. Even the utensils that were used for frying, it was called as the China chatti. Why this Chin word has arrived? Because it is believed that it is taken from the Chin. That's why the Chin word is there in both the things. Means the net and the utensils for frying that has been brought by the traders in the earlier times. That's why the name is also given for the China. And in this area in Kerala, it is suitable because the land is very much fertile here, and the climatic conditions, they are good for the growing of rice. So in this area, the majority of people, they are growing rice, and they eat rice, fish and vegetables. While Kerala and Ladakh are quite different in terms of their geographical features, I have told you earlier also, but the history of the both regions has been similar because of the cultural influences. I have told you that many of the Arab traders, they came here and started doing the trade with this area. And they also, it was a geography of the and the climatic condition of Kerala which allowed for the cultivation of spices, and the geographical location of Ladakh for its wool. And the history and geography are often tied in the cultural life of a region. It means it affects always the normal life of the people in their areas. So different, they are having a different culture in the past, but in present, as we know that all people, they are moving from place to place for work, and when they are moving, their culture, their traditions, they are also moving. As so many times we have discussed that in our neighbors, we live close to each other, and definitely when we are living, so we are also changes or exchanges there our ideas with them also. So we are doing many things together and hear stories and each other lives, customs and tradition, and by these custom and traditions or their behavior also imbibed by us naturally. Now, as we know that India is having different diverse things in different areas. Now still there is a unity in diversity. Means in spite of all such kind of discrimination, still we are united together. So India's diversity has always been recognized as a source of its strength. When the British ruled India, women and men both from different culture, religion, regional backgrounds came together to oppose them. Beta, at the time of independence, all stand together, all the religions, all the different people, they stand together and fought for our independence, and it was their joint effort. Because of that, we are now enjoying our freedom. So the people showed how they could be different yet be united in the battle against the Britishers. Now here one song is written, and this song was sung after the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Beta, in Jallianwala Bagh massacre, it was happened in on 13 April 1919. At the time of Baisakhi, the many of the people together collected in a park, that was the Jallianwala Bagh, near the Amritsar Golden Temple, and they have together they were doing a peaceful rally, and because of one British journal, that was a General Dyer, he asked his troops to put open fire on that innocent people. Beta ji, it was a very small space on which the army troops they were sitting, and it was the only way to come out of that park. So the people, they struck into that park, and many of the thousands of the people, they were killed. The men, women, Hindus, Sikhs and Muslims, rich and poor, all were gathered there to put up a peaceful rally in the protest of Britishers. But this song was composed at that time, but they were killed in that massacre. So many of the songs and symbols that emerged during the freedom struggle serve as a constant reminder of country's rich tradition of respect of diversity. So always they make us remember these symbols, that how our ancestors, how the Indians together, they struggle a lot. So even the story of Indian flag also, as it is shown in the book also, that it was used as a symbol of protest against the British by people everywhere. Even Jawaharlal Nehru has written in his book that Indian unity is not something imposed from outside, but rather it was something deeper and within its fold. And the widest tolerance of belief and custom were practiced, and every variety acknowledged and even encouraged. What this all means? It means that we are not pushed by any of the people or any of the person. It is our inner strength who pushed us forward to against the Britishers, and to make them, or to throw them outside the country. It was only our inner strength. That means it was not just planned in a night or in a day. It was our inner strength, properly inner strength, by which we are just together send the Britishers out of our country. So this is all for the day. Thank you.